This is sugar, water, and caffeine. It tastes like medicine, like sweet fizzy cough syrup. It costs 10 cents to make. They sell it to you for $3. And last year, they sold 12 billion of them. This is how you turn piss water into an $80 billion empire. Because look, this thing should not exist. Red Bull GmbH did $11 billion in sales last year, 12.6 billion cans, in 172 countries. It's bigger than Gatorade and Monster and Celsius combined. It has its own Formula One team, 2 of them. It has its own soccer leagues, its own media house, its own space jump, and they don't actually make energy. They don't own a single factory that matters. They don't have a patent that matters. The drink inside isn't even theirs. It's called Krating Dang, Thai for Redgar. It's been around since 1976. It's not cool, it's not extreme, it's a cheap, syrupy, non-carbonated thing Thai truck drivers and construction workers drank to not fall asleep at the wheel. Tuk-tuk drivers, factory guys working double shifts. 2 guys took that exact same truck driver syrup, put it in a smaller can, and sold it to you twice. One was a Thai duck farmer's kid who hustled antibiotics on the side. The other was a broke Austrian toothpaste salesman who took 10 years to finish his marketing degree. And together they pulled off the greatest marketing scam that isn't technically a scam. Because Red Bull has no patent, no tech, no good taste, and no logical reason to exist. So how the hell did it become an $80 billion empire that owns cool itself? Let's start where every empire like this starts, with a product that everyone thinks is worthless. Picture it, 1982, Bangkok, Thailand. It's humid as hell, it's loud, it's chaotic, and in some dive bar off a highway there's a 38-year-old Austrian guy in a cheap suit. His name is Dietrich Mateschitz. He's balding, he's jet-lagged out of his mind, he's hungover. He's been selling toothpaste and coffee filters for a German company called Blendax for like 12 years. He's not rich, he's not cool. He's a middle manager whose marketing degree took a decade because he kept failing. He's on a business trip, he feels like shit, and the bartender slides him this little brown bottle. Krating Dang, Red Gore. He drinks it, and for the first time in 3 days, his jet lag vanishes. He can think again, and in that moment, his brain does something insane. Everyone else sees cheap trucker juice. He sees a feeling, because Dietrich is obsessed. That's his thing. He's not a genius, he's obsessed. He goes and finds the guy who made it. That guy is Chaleo Yovidya, and his story is even wilder. Born in 1923 in Phichit, a tiny province in central Thailand. Son of a poor Chinese immigrant who raised ducks. No education, no connections. He starts selling antibiotics door to door. Then he starts making his own. Then in 1976, he cooks up Krating Dang for the poorest workers in Thailand. Not for athletes, not for party kids, for the guy driving a truck for 16 hours straight who needs to stay alive. It's functional, it's cheap, it's not supposed to be cool. By the early 80s, he's a millionaire in Thailand, but nobody outside Thailand knows his name. Now you have these two, complete opposites. A Thai hustler who never finished high school and an Austrian salesman who took 10 years to finish college. And Mateschitz flies back to Austria and says, "We need to sell this to the West." Chaleo says yes, but on one condition. We do it 50-50. 49% for you, 49% for me, 2% for my son Chalerm, so we keep the Thai majority. Handshake deal. No lawyers, no bullshit. 2 guys in their 50s betting everything on cough syrup. And this is where it should have ended. Because here's the open loop that should have killed them. The product is disgusting. Mateschitz takes his life savings, about $500,000 in 1984, quits his safe toothpaste job, moves into a tiny office, and starts doing focus groups in Austria. And people hate it. They literally spit it out. The notes from those tests still exist. Tastes like medicine. Tastes like chemical. Tastes like sweetened rubber. No one would pay for this. Why is it so small? Why is it so expensive? Any normal businessman would fix the taste. Make it bigger. Make it cheaper. Like Coke. Mateschitz does the exact opposite. And this is the stupidest, most brilliant business decision ever. He makes the can smaller. 250 milliliters. So small you can't even share it. So it looks premium, like medicine, like something potent. He makes it more expensive. 10 times what it costs to make. 3 times the price of a Coke. He carbonates it, even though the Thai original wasn't fizzy, so it burns a little going down. And he slaps on the dumbest, most genius tagline anyone has ever written. Red Bull gives you wings. It will never win a taste test. So he decides, we will never do a taste test. He's not going to sell you a drink. He's going to invent a category that doesn't exist. He calls it a functional drink. What does that even mean? Nothing. It means it's not soda, it's not coffee, it's not medicine, it's a function. Now you're him. It's 1984 to 1987. 3 years, you're broke. Your life savings are gone. No supermarket will stock you. The Austrian health authorities think taurine will kill people. Germany says no. France is no. Denmark says no. Everyone thinks you're selling liquid drug. You are literally being told your product is an April Fool's joke. And then, April 1st, 1987, Austria finally says yes. They approve Red Bull on April Fool's Day. Everyone thinks it's a joke. The newspapers laugh at you. Your friends think you've lost your mind. You're 43, balding, jobless, with a garage full of tiny cans of sweet medicine that no one wants. So if it tastes bad and costs too much and no store wants it, and the government thinks it'll kill you, how do you get 12 billion people to buy it? You stop selling energy, and you start selling cool. This is the trick. This is the toll booth. See, Coke owns soda. Gatorade owns sports. Coffee owns morning. What does Red Bull own? Nothing. So Mateschitz decides to own a feeling. The feeling of not being boring. Red Bull doesn't have a product. Marketing is the product. He spends almost nothing on traditional ads at first. Instead, he does anti-marketing. Strategy 1. The trash can trick. He hires broke college kids, gives them a case of Red Bull and a bunch of empty cans. Their job? Go to the coolest clubs in Vienna and Munich and London. Don't sell anything. Just leave empty Red Bull cans on the tables, overflowing in the trash cans outside the VIP entrance, on the bar. So when you walk in on Friday night, you think, what is everyone cool drinking that I don't know about? You don't want to be the uncool guy. You ask the bartender. That's how scarcity works. Strategy 2. Buy cool so you don't have to beg for it. He doesn't sponsor athletes. He owns the whole damn team. Red Bull Racing. 2 Formula 1 teams that cost $500 million a year to run, 300 athletes, surfers, snowboarders, cliff divers, breakdancers. He doesn't put his logo on the event. He is the event. Red Bull Flugtag, where idiots build flying machines and crash into lakes. Red Bull Stratos, where a guy named Felix Baumgartner jumps from space, 128,000 feet, breaking the sound barrier with his body, and on his chest that little blue and silver logo. Think about it. It costs $3 billion a year. More than Coca-Cola spends on marketing as a percentage of sales. Every single can you buy, about $1 of it, goes straight into making you think Red Bull is extreme. It's a toll booth on human insecurity. If you want to feel less boring, less tired, less like the guy stuck behind a desk, you have to pay the toll. And the toll is $3. Every athlete, every plane doing a loop, every kid doing a backflip on a snowboard, it's just another toll booth reminding you that you are not that cool yet. And it works. Oh my God, does it work. Now it's the party, the 90s hit, the 2000s hit. Money is cheap, the internet is new. Extreme sports explode out of nowhere. Tony Hawk at the X Games, the PlayStation generation. Skate parks in every suburb, gaming till 3 a.m., and Red Bull is everywhere. You're in college, it's finals week, it's 2 a.m. in the library, you're dead, and there's a little silver can next to your laptop. You're at a gas station at midnight driving home. You're at a bar and the bartender makes you a vodka Red Bull. It tastes awful. You drink it anyway. Because you don't drink it because it works. The caffeine is 80 milligrams. That's literally the same as a cheap cup of coffee. You drink it because the guy next to you who snowboards drinks it. The girl who DJs drinks it, the pro gamer who never sleeps drinks it. It's social proof on steroids. By 1997, they cracked the UK. Same year, the US. By 2003, they sell 1 billion cans a year. By 2012, 4 billion. Chalio and Dietrich are now billionaires, both of them. And they never invented a single thing. The most successful beverage in history wins by tasting the worst. That's the ironic twist nobody talks about. If it tasted good, you'd think it was soda. Because it tastes like medicine, you think it must be doing something. But what is it actually doing? Let's do the hangover. Let's open the can, because this is where the whole empire collapses into a very simple lie. You take Red Bull to a lab, you crack it open, what's inside? Sugar, water, caffeine, 80 milligrams, taurine, which everyone thinks is bull semen or bull bile or some secret animal extract. No, it's a synthetic amino acid first isolated in 1950. It's in breast milk, it's cheap, B vitamins. That's it, that's the whole magic formula, 12 independent studies, same result. Red Bull does not give you more energy than a cup of coffee. It does not make you stronger, smarter, or make your brain work faster. It gives you a sugar rush and then a sugar crash. That's it. And the cost? Kids' hearts palpitating because they had 3 in a row. Teenagers mixing it with vodka and ending up in the ER. France banned it until 2008 because they thought it would kill you. Denmark banned it too. Norway. Red Bull sued them and won, turned every ban into par. Free press saying, our drink is so extreme governments are scared of it. In the US, they had to pay $13 million in a class action lawsuit because some guy in Brooklyn said, dude, it did not actually give me wings. And Red Bull settled. They literally paid out because their slogan was a lie. But here's the thing, the hangover never hit sales. You know why? Because you knew. You always knew. Deep down, you knew $3 of sweet cough syrup wasn't going to make you jump from space. You bought it anyway, because you weren't buying energy, you were buying permission to pretend. And now we get to the empire that owns you. Dietrich Mateschitz died in 2022, worth $27 billion. He owned an island in Fiji. He owned 2 F1 teams, 2 soccer clubs, a hockey team, a media house that makes nothing but Red Bull content. He never got married, lived in a castle in Austria, never did interviews. Chaleo Yovidya died in 2012 at 89, the richest man in Thailand. His family is still worth $36 billion. And the company? Still private. No shareholders to answer to. No board to tell them to stop. It just prints cash. $80 billion in private valuation, all from sugar water. So let's add it up. No patent, no tech, no taste that anyone likes in a blind test. 2 guys took truck driver syrup, put it in a tiny can you can't finish, charged you 10 times what it costs, and told you you're boring without it. And it worked. Because the greatest trick isn't that Red Bull gives you wings. It's that they convinced you that you didn't have wings to begin with. Red Bull doesn't sell energy. It sells the cure to the insecurity it invented. And now you know. Next time you're at that gas station, 2 a.m., tired as hell, staring at that little silver and blue can, you know it's just sugar, water, and caffeine. You know it costs 10 cents. You know it won't make you extreme. And you're still gonna buy it. Because for $3 for 10 minutes, you get to pretend you're not the tired kid behind the register. You're the guy jumping out of space. And that, my friend, is why 2 guys who sold the same sugar water twice are worth $80 billion. And you're still tired.